Adding butterfly accents to your cards and altar projects is a lot of fun. Today I'm going to share our latest Butterfly Dream editions with fancy decorative dies. These tips and techniques you'll absolutely love to take your card making and your paper crafting to the next level using these beautiful intricate stamps and dies paired with some simple, fun, and easy coloring techniques. To get started, we're going to use the Butterfly Dreams border stamp and die set. This border is very unique, it's very fun, and I love to pair it with our Fleur border basics die, and you'll see why in just a little bit. So when you see this card, we're going to focus on creating this piece first. We're inking it up with the Cactus flower ink using the stamp and just a 100-pound piece of cardstock. So just make sure that everything is inked up very well. I like to use the Archival color of this ink. It's very bright and vibrant and fun as a background color for the butterflies. And you can stamp this however you like on just a scrap piece of paper. It doesn't really matter the size, just a little bit larger than what you want it. So you've got that all stamped and ready to add this decorative border on top. So you can just go ahead and lay that on top, and you could have this just die cut out this entire piece just like this. But if you want it to release from the cardstock, you'll want to go back and add the sides of the decorative the Fleur border basics die. We'll add that link to this video description so you can see that die as well. So make sure that you line everything up and then just have this die right along the edge, so that will cut it off on the side there. So we'll do that on this side. And then we'll flip that around and add the other die right on the opposite side. So I'm just going to pull this tape up just a little bit, put this die in position, tape that down, and we're going to go ahead and run that through the machine, and that will be ready for coloring. Once this is all die cut, you're ready to do the coloring. I'm going in and adding just a little bit of the cactus flower just right in the center of some of the butterflies. And you can use as much of a color as you like or as little. I'm going to switch and go to the sunflower. This adds kind of a bright pop of color into that butterfly background. So you can add a bunch of the yellow. I'm just going to do kind of quick and easy coloring with this. It doesn't matter if you go outside the edges because that will be covered. And once you have kind of that light yellow color, you can go back and add a little bit of the garden patina. The garden patina is like kind of an aqua teal color, and I like to go in and just add little highlights of that color here and there around some of those butterfly wings. It just kind of gives that illusion of just kind of a nice fluttering background, very decorative, very cool. So we'll just add some final touches with that, and you can continue to color that till everything's colored exactly how you love it. Another accent on this card that I absolutely love is the fluttering butterfly that's very decorative. When this one gets cut out, it has a lot of detail, and that's the one that I added on the upper corner. So you just stamp that in the cactus flower, add a little bit of that garden patina. You have the pretty butterfly all ready to add to the card. So the next thing is, how do I add this accent to my card base? So to do that, all I did is I took that main butterfly die and I just positioned that on top of a 5x7 card layer. So when you've cut that first layer out, you'll just go back and use your scissors and just trim off that excess edge so that you have a border that you can glue that butterfly underneath. So this is one of the ways you can use it. This border die is incredibly versatile, super dimensional, very lots of designers you'll see on our website and blog have used it many different ways. So you'll just continue to trim right along those edges, and you've got that outer border ready for the accent that you just colored. So what you can do next is just go ahead and add that butterfly background so you have that very beautiful opening. So you can use whichever glue you prefer. I'm going to pull out my Dry's Clear glue, and I'll just add a line of glue right around this background. So we'll do that all the way around. And then we'll glue that butterfly piece into position. So you don't really have to worry about your lineup and positioning when you're die cutting, because you can manually line everything up very beautifully once you go to layer this piece together. Once you've layered that together, you can just trim off this excess piece on the bottom, and you've got that beautiful piece that is ready for your card. The next step I used was just adding a darker background, and I clipped the corners from this die, which is in the Butterfly Kisses decorative die. This has a little thank you in it, a little doily in it, but that one is perfect, just cutting out those corners and adding those as accents. So you can do lots of different layering accents to that. These Butterfly Kisses and Wonderful Wishes sentiment was just stamped along the edge. It follows the curves and arches beautifully. And then here you'll see another beautiful accent with the Fleur border basics around the edge instead of keeping it bare. So you can do multiple variations, glitter it up, and have a fun and beautiful card. There are so many amazing, versatile samples with these butterfly stamps and dies. So for this first card, we used this sentiment, just cut it out with the Fleur border basics, and added that swirling butterfly border with it. You can use many very cool colors with it, summery colors, or some more stamps and cards used with this. This one is a half open card with a see-through background. Isn't that pretty? This is paired with the Fleur border basics as well. If you don't have that die, make sure you pop that in your card as well. Here's one with the Fleur border basics and paired with the foam peony flowers. So pretty. Here's another one of that butterfly border that's swirly, paired with some of the little lilac and adding the paper as accents. The paper in this collection is absolutely exquisite. The color combination is very vibrant, fun, and just makes you smile when you see it. This is more of a monochromatic pink color tones paired with the lilac. This beautiful butterfly, which we'll see the stamp and die for that in just a little bit. Here is an A2 size card, not as dimensional, very simple, just a small kind of belly band over the card. Added the thank you over the top, which is very pretty. The other stamp set that we looked at was a fluttering butterfly. These are larger butterfly images that make a big pop or an accent for your cards. So we're going to take a look at some of those. This is one that has that cactus flower paired with the background papers and that beautiful, elegant frame, and then adding those swirling sentiments. It makes a pretty, pretty flower. Here's another one with that decorative frame accents that comes in the Butterfly Kisses decorative die, which is very pretty. We'll get to see more of that in just a little bit. Here's the butterfly just done in white, which gives a very elegant look paired with some of the foam flowers. And then here's one done in black with some oranges, so it looks more like a monarch butterfly. So you'll have so much fun pairing these butterflies in different color tones. Isn't this absolutely exquisite? You could do this on vellum. That's how this one was done, with a glittery vellum, so that gives it a very soft, very quick and easy, but very delicate look. Here's one on a little bouquet with the petunias, which is really fun as well. So the Butterfly Kisses decorative die, that will cut out in multiple different ways. You can do this white frame, you can do the circle, and then the thank you. So you can do lots of different die cutting options, and then that has the butterfly and all those sentiments. The sentiments are so cool with these butterflies. There's a "You are so thoughtful" fluttering by with a birthday high, celebrating you today, butterfly kisses, and wonderful wishes. So I have a couple more samples. This is down the side of an A2 size card. This one is not super dimensional, so very, very easy to use for mailing, paired with the Fleur border basics as well. Here's one that's a larger card, really utilizing the background papers, some of the Sweet Peony stamps and dies as well, paired with a beautiful butterfly. You'll have so much fun experimenting with different color combinations for those butterflies for your project. So the next projects I'm going to show you are a little bit more on the altered side. Here's one with a shadow box on it, which is really pretty. Here's one that it comes from the Heartfelt Love box die, which is very cute with that wrapped around the edges. So that's another way you can use yours. Here's a layout that you could add a bunch of photos. See how beautiful that butterfly is in that color scheme. Oh, I just so love that. Here is another layout. You can use as many photos or as many butterflies, as little photos as you want. Beautiful, beautiful color tones. And last but not least, we have a pretty little altered cowboy hat. So if you have a little girl in your life that loves butterflies and cowboy hats, this would be perfect for them. These projects will be on the blog with instructions, so make sure that you follow along with those. And then here are just some amazing samples of the beautiful paper in the lush spring colors. It just adds joy and a smile to your face when you see these. Have fun adding these butterfly accents to your cards and paper crafted projects. I can't wait to see what you create. You can share your projects with us on Facebook. And hey, if you don't have the Butterfly Dreams stamps, dies, or paper yet, I've added the links below for quick and easy ordering. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to get subscribed so you don't miss out on our future videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next time. Bye!